Oh hey there, it's Wes, and it's time for Wes's Settings. No intro, just settings. Today we're going to talk about how to write files, image files, as quickly as possible in the Sony a7 III, a7R III, and a9, and hopefully soon the a7S III. These cameras have two different types of card slots in them. One is UHS-2, one is UHS-1. In UHS-2, we can use much faster cards, up to 300 megabits per second. In UHS-1, we top out at 95 megabits per second. So we're going to try to harness those speeds as much as possible. It's for, say, shooting sports photography, where you don't want your buffer to build up. We want to write those files to the card as quickly as possible. And here's how we do it. In the menu, normally, when I'm shooting, say at a wedding, I'm in RAW to both cards. So, for this, we're going to change our file format, the first option in the menu, to RAW plus JPEG. And then we're going to slide on over to our setup, one of the last options, Record Media Settings. And we're going to change our simultaneous writing to Sort RAW/JPEG. And what this has done is, if we record video, it's going to go to slot 1, which is much faster. Or if we shoot a RAW file, it's going to go to slot 1, also fast. And any JPEGs, which is our redundant JPEG, is going to go to slot 2. So this is only going to give us JPEGs as our backup. But if you're shooting sports, generally you want to get the exposure right anyway, so that should be sufficient in a pinch. Let's see what happens. As you can see, our buffer is clearing relatively quickly. Now, what happens if we change this up? And we go back to simultaneous. So now we're going to be shooting RAW to both memory cards. So this is the difference. Now check out our buffer. It's syncing quite a bit slower. So this speeds us up almost twice as fast. Even in the A9, which has an enormous buffer, you can shoot up to 20 frames per second. So you want to optimize your settings so that when you're shooting sports, you don't get backed up if at all possible. And you can clear that buffer as quickly as possible and get it out of the way. I had released a previous version of this video where I had made a small mistake, and so this is a re-release of the video if you've seen it before. If you have any suggestions for settings that I should go through, let me know. But until next time, go take some photos. Quickly.